Hey guys, what's up? There we are. Always choose the wrong scene. Always the first scene it chooses, the first ones it chooses are the ones without the camera, so. Well, I'm here today, and my name is Stephanie Young. I'm 37 years old. I'm about to turn 38 though. But anyway guys, I just wanted to let you guys know about Realms of Tokala. Every Thursday, I try to, every Thursday to promote it somehow. And, it's an allegorical fantasy role-playing game project that I created years and years ago. Long before I had any strokes. I had a whole lot of strokes. Killed my singing voice, so I also make these to practice my singing. Hoping that I can make a recording that actually sounds good with me singing. To get my singing voice back. Because that's one of the big things, one of my big talents was singing. A long time ago, and the strokes that I had in 2019 took all that away. Singing, ability to compose music. My formerly dominant left hand, I was creative. Left-handed people are always creative. Like Da Vinci and Jimi Hendrix, a lot of left-handed people are always creative. I think, who was it? Kurt Cobain? He's also left-handed. A lot of creative left-handed people. And my great-grandfather got the left-handedness from. He was a painter. He wrote stories, and he's a very smart guy. He died when I was still a baby. But my great-grandfather, I had another grandfather who died when my mom was a baby. He would have been my grandfather or dad. He died of this disease that gave me all the strokes and brain issues. He died of a stroke. Hemorrhagic, probably. And he was in his early 20s, so it's just a unfortunate thing that this is a song I wrote about hope, based on an old tune that I had composed years and years ago. This is also the one that I've been trying to remake. Resequence it in the in FL Studio. But I haven't been able to get it to sound right, so I'm just gonna do the singing. Since my air conditioner hasn't been, I've turned it up to like 79, so it has to get pretty warm in here for it to cut on. I did that just so I can record. Well, let's see. By the way, Realms of Tokala fantasy role-playing game project is. Tokala means fox in Native American names. Yeah. And it's a Native American name for fox. And people name their kids Tokala. And Native Americans name their sons Tokala. And, well, I made the word up years ago, then I found out what it meant. I always make up words and I find out later what they mean. Like I made up the word Tian, like Tian, T-I-A-N, Tian forest, and then I found the Tian Shan mountains in China. So I made my comic series called The Tian Forest, set it in China. And similarly, I made the word Tokala. And after I found out what it meant in Native American names. I had to revolve around foxes. I love foxes anyway. They're one of my favorite animals. I like foxes and wolves, raccoon dogs. I like a lot of canines. I just don't like coyotes that killed some of my cats that I've owned. And, yeah, dogs, like, in general. I don't like Rottweilers and Dobermans. And they killed a lot of cats in the neighborhood, including the ones that stayed here. And yeah, I had a bad experience as a kid. We had a cat, called him Bill, an outdoor cat, and I saw him getting mauled by a vicious, wild, feral dog, I guess a pit bull. The way the dog killed a cat, Bill the cat, and it's the same way that John's dad says that but our dog Buddy's been killing animals out there, shaking them to death. I guess that's a pit bull thing, they shake defenseless animals to death. When I think about it, cats are vicious to small animals like birds and squirrels. They're killers too. That's why they're so smart, and that's why we keep them as pets. We keep smart animals as pets. Not that a bunny rabbit cannot be smart. I mean, they can be smart anyway. I'm getting going on a tangent. Recent files. Here we go. I want to practice this as often as possible because anyway, y'all know that I use my Realms of Tokala font, the title theme, I call it. I made it specifically to be used as the title theme for the game cover whenever it was to be finished or released or whatever, or as an advertisement. So and it's the only font I guess I have that I know is going to be royalty free, and because it's not copyright, it's my own personal creation, so I use it for every video I make. Let's play this. has covered the plains, the blood washed out by the rains. I'll try this again. Lord has covered the plains, the blood washed out by the rains. Pray for the fallen and pray for our land. Here shall we stand and prepare. Focus, guide us forward, that we may stay on your path. Grant us the courage to stand and stay strong, and may our hearts never stray. Father, help us, lead us to victory. Death falls on us every year, but we've a ransom from fear, for our Lord Tokus is here. Save project as anyway, we're looking for the help of anyone that we can find who can help our project. Even if you don't have talent, even though we need people with talent, skills, and abilities to help us, people who can do artwork, people who can do 2D, 3D, people who can help us write some quest scripts, game scripts. I might reach out to pray for the fallen and pray for our land. Here shall we stand and prepare. Delay, reverb. I love delay and reverb. Yeah, we need, even if you have a bank, I don't have a bank account. I'm severely stroke damaged. So if you have a bank account, it can help us out with like how this Razer condenser microphone sounds. It's not as good as how my old one used to sound. My old one used to sound just very high quality. Picked up no room noise. They're not supposed to pick up room noise. But yeah, my old one broke and I tossed it. Excuse me. Lord has covered the place, the blood washed out by the rains. Pray for the fallen and pray for our land. Here shall we stand and repair. Anyway, guys, God bless you. Yeah, we need people of any talent, skill, or ability to help us out. And tomorrow, by the way, is 4th of July, which is an important, really important federal holiday here in the U.S. It's the day United States gained independence from Britain. I think it's Independence Day. So it's a very important holiday for the U.S. So we're gonna have to find something to do. I wanted to go to St. Louis. We went to St. Louis in 2021, and it was great. I got to see the arch, Gateway Arch. I've been having dreams about going there and seeing it. I love architecture. I love buildings. Yeah, I've designed cities for this project. The White City, the White Marble City, and Red Warrens. Warrens are like a tunnel system. I don't know why I call them warrens. It's where bunnies live in tunnels called warrens. And in Skyrim, the Ratway and Riften, there's warrens, there are tunnels. And Red Warrens, I guess because of the mining, there had to be a lot of mining done. ancient dwarven type people who also created they actually built a race of slaves. I call them the Pale Guardians. And there's mines all under the Red Warrens. They made these slaves. This ancient race constructed a race to be their slaves and build cities and mine stuff for them. And that's why they call it Red Warrens, because tunnels, mines, underground warrens, essentially. And I lost my train of thought. I like buildings and architecture. I like prospect of mining materials and stuff to build stuff. I like to construct things. It's my artistic mind. But even though I lost my gift of making artwork, I still like to envision constructing things, buildings, architecture. I'm kind of crazy about architecture. In 2021, we went to that St. Louis Arch. I thought it was a cool looking building. And my dream, I got to see it. I got to put my hand on it and touch it. See that it was real, you know. I thought it was just some of my dreams, you know, for a long time. But I wanted to fulfill my other dream of going up inside it, sitting up in the top, the viewing room to see the fireworks going off on the 4th of July tomorrow. But we're not gonna be able to do that, so I'm just basically making more files to add to our project Tokala public folder that I have free for anyone to visit, to take stuff out, add stuff to it, be editors. Anyone can be an editor of the files I put in there, and you can add their own version of stuff if you want to. You can add your own content to it, or you can take out pre-made content and edit it and put it back in there. Just have to tell me, just let me know if you do, so I'll know. But we need people who can voice act, people who can sing, I guess. We need more people to be like bards and stuff to sing the songs that I've been singing. And I have the background tracks for conceptual bard songs. I've been trying to practice composing. It's just too boring for me now. It's really boring for me to do. I'm gonna turn this fan back on. Since I'm not recording my singing anymore, I'll turn on my little mini fan. I love these little USB powered fans. I plugged it into the USB. Was it USB 4? The one that's red colored. It works fine. So I needed a use for that red one because the red one wasn't actually connected to the computer itself. It's separate. But it sure can power a fan, so that's all I needed it for. Anyway, guys. have a bank account and can help sort of some kind of crowdfunding something for us, because I don't have a bank account. I can't do that. Maybe eventually I'll try to start a bank account and start a crowdfunding somewhere or another. Use these videos to show everybody. Also our developer, he's been working on it in the Unreal Engine. He's the only person from our old team who stayed around. He's been working on the project at all. Yeah, besides what I've been doing, which is not much because of all the strokes and everything that I've had. I can't do much. I do what I can, which is mostly just making these promotional videos. But we need anyone of any talent, skill, or ability to help us out. And I mean anyone. Someone can help me with adding characters, new races, ideas, people can compose music, anything. We need anyone to help us. This project is extremely special to me. I've been working on it for so long. It's my pet project. It's like my baby. Because I've never been able to have a baby. In 2021, I was just thinking the same year that we went to the St. Louis Arch. I guess to make me not feel so sad about losing that baby. To ease my mind. We're probably never gonna go back there. Although I was hoping maybe I could go there for my birthday or something this year. Anyway, guys, God bless you all. You have a good rest of your week. Cheers. Bye.